Hello, lovelies! Today I am very excited to be sharing with you these absolutely delectable spring-inspired carrot cake scones. Yes, they taste just as good as they sound. They are perfect for brunch or any Easter celebrations you might be having, and they are absolutely delicious. So as you guys may have noticed, I am getting awfully close to delivering this baby. In fact, by the time you watch this, I probably will have already had this baby because I'm shooting things a little bit in advance to get ahead so I can spend some really quality snuggle time with this little one. So to get started for these scones, I am going to be mixing up my wet ingredients. So here I have some half and half cream. You could use full fat cream if you want to, or even milk if you want to. I like the combination of both, so half and half is what I'm going with. To that, I'm going to add some eggs. I've already cracked my eggs into a bowl here. I love doing it this way because it guarantees you're not gonna get any shells in your cream. I'm also going to add a nice splash of vanilla extract to this because I just want to make sure these scones are extra flavorful. Once all of that tastiness is in here, I'm gonna head in here with my whisk and just whisk this until the eggs are totally combined with the cream. Now, if you're looking for the exact measurements for this recipe, not to worry, I always leave those in the description box below. So there's a link there, just click it, you can find all of the exact measurements, really easy. Now that we've got all of our wet ingredients combined, it is time to mix up our dry ingredients. In my bowl, I have got some all-purpose flour, and to that, I'm going to add some sugar. I'm using white sugar in this recipe. You could use brown sugar if you wanted to get a bit of that molasses flavor. White sugar is what I had on hand, so that's what I'm using today. To that, I'm going to be adding some baking powder because of course we want our scones to have lots of nice lift. I'm also going to add a little bit of salt to this. And then because these scones are carrot cake inspired, it's really important to get a lot of really nice spice into your dry mix. So to do that, I am starting with a good helping of cinnamon. I'm also going to be adding some ground ginger, a little bit of ground nutmeg, and some ground cloves. Such a beautiful combination of spice. The moment it's all in the bowl, you can smell that good carrot cake smell. So wonderful. You want to make sure those spices and that baking powder are really evenly distributed through your flour. And once all of that tastiness is mixed up, it is time to go ahead and add our butter to this. Now, if you've seen me make scones on the channel before, you probably know that the secret to getting a really tender and flaky scone is using ultra cold butter. So here I have half a cup of butter. I've cut it into little cubes and I'm going to add it into my bowl, but it's really important that your butter be extra cold straight out of the fridge. I'm going to be using my hands here to incorporate that butter into the flour mixture until what I end up with is something that resembles coarse crumbs. Now, an easier way to do this is with your food processor, but I find my hands work just as well. And come on, fewer dishes in the kitchen in my world, always a good thing. It takes a few minutes, but I always call this sort of kitchen meditation when you can just spend some good time doing something really nice and mindless in the kitchen. Just get really in the zone with it. I do a lot of humming while I'm in the kitchen, I'll be honest. If I'm not shooting videos, I will do a lot of listening to music while I'm in the kitchen. I've turned Elle into a huge Dolly Parton fan and I am pretty excited about it. Her dad, a little less so, but what do you guys like to listen to while you're cooking? You can leave that in the comment section below. Once I've got that mixture in the coarse crumb stage, it's time to add my wet ingredients to this. So I've got that mixture of half and half cream, eggs, and vanilla headed in here. And then I'm also going to be folding in some carrots because of course these are carrot cake scones. After all, what would they be without some carrots? So I've got some finely shredded carrot headed in here, as well as some chopped pecans. The pecans in this recipe are totally optional, but I do love the crunch they add to these scones, so totally up to you. The next step is just mixing this all together either with a spoon or with your hands until a nice dough forms. You might find your dough is a little on the sticky side, but not to worry, that is absolutely okay. Next, guys, it is time to form our scones. So I'm doing this on a pastry slab. You could definitely just do this on a cutting board or your countertop if you want to. I find the pastry slab keeps things a little tidier. I've got it lightly floured, and basically what I'm gonna do is just go in here with my hands and I'm gonna split my dough in half. There's so many ways to form scones, and it's really up to you to decide what sort of shape you want. Some people like to use a biscuit cutter to get nice round scones. Other people prefer to just drop them onto their baking sheet using like an ice cream scoop. My preference is always sort of triangular scones. So to get that shape, what I like to do is just turn my dough out and I just create a little disc, usually about 6 inches across. And then I just take a sharp knife and I cut it into 6 equal pieces. Then I'm going to transfer each of those pieces to my parchment-lined baking sheet, and then I'll repeat those steps with the other half of my dough. One important thing about scones is that it's really important they be ultra cold when they go into the oven. So I'm going to get these into the freezer for between 20 and 30 minutes. This is a really important step because chilling your dough makes for really, really tender, lovely scones. So I highly recommend you take the time and let your dough chill completely. When it comes out of the freezer, just before it hits the oven, I like brushing the tops of each of my scones with a little more of that half and half cream. This is just gonna help give our scones a really nice finish, help them brown up a little bit. Okay, just as soon as you've got the tops of each of these brushed, you are ready to get these into the oven. I've got my oven preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to get these in there for between 17 and 20 minutes. And in the meantime, while those are baking away, we're gonna get to work on making a really delicious but super simple cream cheese glaze for these scones. Because come on, what would carrot cake be without a little cream cheese icing? Am I right? So to get started, of course, I've got some cream cheese in my bowl and I've kept it at room temperature because it just makes it really easy to deal with. And I'm just gonna give it a quick whip with my handy dandy hand mixer. And once it's nice and mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and add some sugar to this. So I've got some powdered sugar here, perfect for a glaze. And I'm also going to be adding a splash of vanilla extract. And I'm gonna start with maybe a tablespoon of milk or cream. Now, it's important to add your cream just a little bit at a time, just until you've reached the desired consistency you want for your glaze. Some people like a really runny glaze, other people like something a little thicker. I'm going for something a little thicker with these scones, so I'm just going to add it a couple drops at a time until I get this really, really perfect consistency. Oh, there is a lot of happiness happening in this bowl, let me tell you. Once your scones come out of the oven, of course, they look absolutely gorgeous, nice and golden brown, and they smell even better thanks to that cinnamon and ginger, the nutmeg, the cloves. Oh, so delectable. But you'll wanna let them cool completely before adding your glaze. Otherwise, your glaze will melt on contact and what you'll end up with is just sort of a gushy mess. So exercise some patience if you can and wait a little bit until your scones are cool to add your glaze. Now I am just going to snip the bottom off my zipper bag here. You could use a piping bag for this, but a zipper bag will definitely work just as well. And then I just wanna do a nice layer of icing along the top of each. I like the control that the zipper bag gives you as opposed to like a drizzle. The worst part about being a food blogger is that you always have to shoot photos and videos of the food before you get to actually taste it, which is harder than it sounds. How amazing do these look, guys? And they taste even better. They're the perfect recipe for brunch, or honestly, you can enjoy them any time of day. I highly recommend you give them a try for yourselves. Cream cheese glaze for the win, every time. Oh, so good. Guys, I hope you adore these as much as I do and that you'll give them a try for yourselves. If you do, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Facebook me a photo because I always love seeing your kitchen creations. This recipe, like all of my recipes, is featured on healthymealplans.com, our amazing meal planning site that allows you to browse more than 1,000 recipes, drag and drop them into your weekly meal plan, and then automatically generates your grocery list for the week. What's not to love? And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe because there is lots more deliciousness where this came from.